Welcome back to the channel. Today we're solving September 6th question. Delete nodes from linked list present in array. So you're given an array of nums and the head of a linked list. So we want to return the head that we want to remove everything that every node that has a value that exists in the numbers. So for example, we have given nums equals to 1, 2, 3, and then heads to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after processing, our function want to remove the 1, 2, 3 because they're in the nums array, and then we want to return 4 and 5 as a linked list. So in order to do this, we can look at this example. So in order to do this, we can just start with declaring the head to be which is 0, and then the head, so that we can have when we return, we can just return head.next. So this is like a dummy node. Yeah. So let's look at maybe this one. So I'll declare two variables. One is previous and one is current. So let's move this current back here. All right. So since we have a dummy node right here, we can also set previous to be the dummy node. This is head. And then our current will just be the first value. So whenever we see the value is in nums, if it's in nums, and then we just set current to be the next one. Or the other way, we can say that because we have the previous, right? So another way of doing is actually we set the previous.next to be current.next, which is instead of pointing to 1, we point to 2. And then we just cancel the current. So current.next will be equals to none, right? Then we update this current. We move this current to be the next one. And then we see, oh, this is actually also in nums, right? So this previous, instead of connecting to here, to current, we set the previous.next connecting to current.next. And then we move current again. And then we see, oh, current is still in here, right? And actually there's one step that we want to make this to be across. And then we see this is still in here. We set the previous.next equals to current.next. And then we set current.next to be none. And then we move current to be previous.next. All right, finally we get one that we have, right? So now this is the one that is not in nums anymore. So if this is not in nums, we can just set previous to be previous.next. So this is previous.next. Now we can move previous to come here, and then we can move current to be the next one. So when we return head, now head is now pointing to 1. Head will follow this. The path will go from 0 to 4 and to 5. And then we check, well, current still is value, so we actually still moving this. Previous will be moved to here, and then current move to the next one. And then we're like, oh, current is actually no value right now. So we end this, and then we can return head.next. Because head is starting from 0. We don't want this 0. Right. So we can start implementing the code. Right, so first step, we can actually set this nums, because it's an array or list, we can just set it to be a set. And then later on, we just define head to be equals to previous, and then equals to a list node, a dummy node. 0 connect to head. And then we can set current equals to head.next, which is the first value. And then we can set while current. So the case we're talking about is if the current value is in the num set. So if current.value in num set. So what we want to try to do here is we want to update previous.next first, right? Previous.next equals to current.next. So it's your previous.next. So previous was here in the beginning, right? So we don't want this. We want previous.next equals to, well, current is here. we want previous.next equals to current.next. So it's here. Right. This is the first step. The second step is that we set the current.next equals to none. So we break the connection, and then we set current equals to previous.next. See, the previous.next is the current.next, so now we're just updating it to where it is. Else, we just want to follow up. So previous equals previous.next. So move previous to the next one, and then move current to the next one. And then at the end, we just want to return head.next. All right, and submit this. So runtime will just be all of n because we just pass through this array. Pass through the given head list once. All right, thanks for watching the video. See you in the next video.